All righty. So, and I think I put this, look, I'm between so many groups. I don't know what I'm doing at this moment. Um, I'm sure I put this in the group that I was waiting for price to pull back to we're in the sale, right? And we were in the sale based off of this daily sweep um of this high, and then we went down to um, the 1 hour and had a market structure shift. So we marked up the 15-minute supply zone, price tapped into it, and sold. So based on the daily, um, I'm expecting price to definitely come to 34929, um, or even more to this into this daily order block, bullish order block. So right now we have this push up and this is our current structure, right? So let's go down to
Okay.
4 hour. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Okay. So now this is our daily structure.
I don't have it.
Huh?
I said, I'm sorry, I don't have it. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
And again, I know you've said it, but I'm still trying to transition from what I learned from Todd. So Todd would generally tell me that he would look for, what am I trying to say? He would look for his move on the higher time frame and pretty much marking it up there, but then just look for entry on the lower. And I believe that's what you generally have told us as well, but you just marked up a 15-minute time frame. So I'm wondering, when do I know to do that?
You say I just marked up at 15. You mean for the supply zone? You mean for this zone
Yes. Were
here?
you just yeah, were you just yeah, why
So
did you do
on
that?
the
Because I'm
on
thinking
the
markings were on the higher time frame.
so on the daily, this sweep, there's no supply zone. So I'll go down to the 4 hour. If anything, this right here is the supply zone. This would be the last up candle before the down move. As I go down in time frame, I
Just
can
trying to narrow it down.
narrow that down. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is on the 1 hour, these two green candles before the down move. And then when I went to the 15-minute, there is a order block with an imbalance. There's an imbalance in here. So that's what I marked up as the supply zone.
So is the sorry, is the 15-minute the lowest you go for narrowing it down?
Yes.
Okay.
If I had seen this on the 1 hour, I would have just did it on the 1 hour.
So
If
on the 1 hour, you showed us the two order blocks, and you're saying that that is still not your preference. You still prefer just one, right? Is that what
correct.
that was?
And you can use the two. Like if there's no, you could have gotten in here. I mean, it would have you would have only been in drawdown
Where are you pointing? I'm sorry.
about 6 pips. You would have been
Okay.
in drawdown about 6 pips before it started selling. So either way, it's fine.
Okay. I'll let you keep talking. I'm sorry.
No problem. That was a good question. So once we had the structure, once we had the daily sweep, and I went down to, I went to the 1 hour to see, I guess you could go to the 4 hour. Um, yeah, I definitely, it wasn't clear on the 4 hour.
Kim,
So
can I just ask, why would you go then for 15 minutes?
I always go to 15 minutes for my entry.
Ah,
I
okay.
always go to 15 minutes to look for my entry. If I see it on the hour, then I
Yeah.
would just mark up the hour.
Okay.
But the 15-minute gave me what I needed to see, which was an order block with an imbalance on an impulsive move. So that's what I marked up for the sell. I mean, for the supply zone.
So would that impulsive move be that banks that you mentioned, that it happens so rapidly?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Now, price could have definitely come back up here, right? Could have come back up in the zone, but there's no imbalance that I see. So that this is why I marked this zone here.
Hmm.
And it's not really an order block other than these two candles are engulfing this previous candle, but I just want to see a green candle and a red candle
Okay.
with an imbalance.
With an imbalance.
hmm
Okay.
And so, with that being said, we're talking, now, and I would have covered this high up here because, like I said, it could have gone up a little farther. And so, we're currently 60 something pips in. Yeah. Now, I am expecting price to come um sweep this. This was the daily low of the candle of the high that got swept, right? So if I go back to the daily and let me move this out the way. Let me move this out the way. Let me zoom in. So this was the daily that got swept, right? So the low of that is right here. So I'm expecting price to at least go to that low, if not farther, into this order block. But on this low right here, price that may be where price pull back to for meaning price can come down here, sweep this low, might get a pullback, maybe into this imbalance, and then a sell back down into this zone. If I go to my 15-minute, because I'm looking for my entry on the 15-minute, I have a demand zone here, and I have a demand zone here. So this is where I would be looking for price to pull back to before buying back up, because this is the daily structure, and before buying back up to these highs. Now, if price breaks this low, let's go back to the daily. This low is the low of this order block right here. That's a swing low. I'm going to just mark it up. Okay, that's the swing low. So price went up, pulled back, and pushed up. This is the swing low. If price closes below this low, then we're going to look for a pullback to continue selling. If price respects this order block, then we should be buying back up to these highs, which is about 150, I think they say 158 pips, if not farther. So remember, when we talked about this, we had this supply zone and we had this supply zone. The one that I preferred was this one up here, Why? Because for me, price did not shift structure until here. That means my range is from here to here. For Todd, his structure or market structure shift broke here. That means this is his range. So my thought is what I'm thinking is going to happen is that price is going to pull back into this order block and buy up into the zone that I was looking for and then sell back down to our optimal trade and entry, which is somewhere around the 78.88. I would love for price to come back here or here. And right here, 78, you have a demand zone. You have an order block with an imbalance. There's one here too, but I want price to pull back to the 78. So, um, so this is where I would be looking for price to pull back to. Um, Before we get a even bigger move from here to here for 12, 1300 pips, actually even up to here. So that alert that I have set is a supply zone. That is a daily, that is a daily um supply zone. This one doesn't have, it's going to be somewhere up in here. And I'm saying that because of this imbalance right here. So I'm looking at this candle. So if I go down to my 4 hour, I can look for my order block. I can look for my order block. Where'd it go? Um, I don't know where I just put it. So, um, you have a zone here that I would be looking for price to pull back into, and this is off of 4 hour. Um, and then look for a shift in structure to then sell back down to, this would be the first low I would look to sell back down to. Then you might get a pullback. Then I would be looking to sell back down to this low, pull back, and then somewhere possibly in the 78 or 88. That makes sense to anybody, everybody? Any questions? Now, September is coming. Y'all better ask the questions. We'll still be in the group. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll still be in the group, but
I disagree with September.
she wants to add another week.
I disagree with September.
I'm about
That's
to say, I don't think I'm ready.
She want November.
exactly.
Want
We are
November.
not ready.
Y'all are ready. Y'all just scared. I know. I already know.
We are not ready. Ah, yeah.
Any questions?
Oh, wow.
I don't know what my questions are, but I'm definitely confused. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
find
me
out.
too. I'm
What
just
are,
trying
what are
to.
you confused about?
Um, I have so many questions. So one, I'm actually in a sell trade that you have proposed before. I never like I had set the limit order and let it go. And I'm wondering, oh, now
Yeah,
I'm
you're
confused.
gonna take your profit in here in this daily order block.
Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, it was a daily order block. But then you stopped talking about it, so I was like, should I close it? But it's in profit, so I just left it there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, don't close it.
okay. And I didn't know also because when you stopped talking about it, I was like, well, maybe she doesn't think it's actually going to go that far because now it is pulling back a little
Talked
bit. But
about it on the I talked about it on the call Saturday. And I mentioned that
wasn't processing. But I was on the call though.
huh?
I said I was on that Saturday call. I probably did not.
Missed
I
what?
just wasn't sure exactly how far it was going to go. I don't know.
Okay. So
Still
no,
at the state.
so I was saying that price tapped here, right? And then on Saturday, right? Price was Friday. Price was on Saturday. This is where price ended.
Okay.
I was saying that
On the 4 hour.
um, I said that price tapped into our zone, and my expectation is for it to continue selling. But I also said if it's not valid, if it comes back up to this high, then I will abort mission.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't come back up there, so I felt that it was already going to keep selling. I felt like the entry was a valid entry.
Okay. So your advice to me would just be let it go, whether it actually hits my TP or not. Like, am I
And
managing the trade between time?
where is your TP? What's your TP?
Hold on. It's whatever you told us, but let me look.
Ooh, what I say?
I know. I screenshotted it when you was
Mhm.
talking. It was that really short call. Remember that? It was that one.
Mhm.
I screenshotted during that 5 minute talk. It's 1.358.
0.358.
0.35885.
35885. Wait a minute, where'd that go? All the way up? No, 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 no. All the way up here?
Wait, hold on. Let me,
35885. No.
hold on.
Was it 34885? 34885.
Sorry, you're saying stop loss, right?
No, no, no. Take profit. You said
Okay,
you're
sorry. I put 1.3500.
3500. Then
Yeah, that was.
your profit should have hit then if you put 35. Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry, I said it wrong. I can't talk. 1.34500. I don't know what I said the first time, but that.
500. Okay, now that it makes better. That yes.
Okay.
So yes. So
What I mentioned before was a stop loss, but that was even off. It was really a little lower.
so
But
yeah, this would be a great target.
okay, oh, sorry, I'm not even looking at you guys.
Mm,
Okay.
the 34500.
Yeah, that's what you told us.
Yep. So
Why is that a great target? Sorry.
one, it's in the POI,
Yeah.
and then I'm expecting price to come down a little bit. But if on this 4 hour time frame, this huge candle, you have this would be the zone, right?
Oh, that because that's the last down. Wait, yeah, the last down candle before the
Before
up
price
dropping down.
started pushing up. You have a little one right here, but um
You
but
don't count.
you could count it. You could count it, but which means that would narrow down the zone, right? But if you want to be safe, then sorry, then this would be your zone. You wait for price to push back into this zone.
And how do you know how far down it will push? Because that
I'm
the
on because
oh,
I'm looking, I went down to my 15-minute to look for demand zones. I had a demand zone here. I had a demand zone here. That one, that imbalance is already filled, so I won't even count that one. But that's how when I go down in time frame, go down to my 15-minute to look for my entry, I'm looking for 15-minute demand zones.
So when you're going down to when you say entry, you're more so talking about your supply and demand, which is also your TP and your TP and your stop loss.
For me, normally I take my TP either to the top of the zone or um and maybe I said, let me see, let me
Because the
feel.
one you gave me was like in the middle. That's why I was trying to figure out. I wonder why she put it there. Because I was like, I know you don't really look for imbalances, but I didn't know where your target was.
I'm sure on one of these time frames there was, let me see, go to the hour. I probably was saying,
It
oh,
was one.
right here. This one, I can't remember. There's a little there. Let me see. I think I had a level of support and resistance here. And that's probably why I said that. I think I had that there. I want to say that.
Oh, maybe for that impulsive bullish move. Is that what you mean?
Huh?
Like, so if you move your cursor over to the right, there's well, not that far.
Oh,
Sorry,
right.
yeah. So that impulsive bullish move, is that what you're trying to mark that demand zone?
No, I'm gonna delete that. Sorry. So
Well, no. I just meant is your black
it's just a strong level. It was just a level of support and resistance. Resistance, resistance,
oh, okay,
support,
okay.
support.
And that's so okay, that's what I was talking about. Okay.
Yes.
Wow, so you went to the 1 hour. Okay.
Kim,
Yes.
will you be able to show again on Sunday? Just that stop loss and everything.
The stop loss.
Yeah, you know the way we were
This one here.
putting this stuff.
You talking about this one here? The stop loss up here?
Yeah.
So this would have covered, that would have been a 22 pip stop loss. You mean on Trading View
Yeah,
or Trade Locker?
on Trade Locker when you were showing.
Hold on a second. Um, Hold on, I gotta pull up my Trade Locker. Mhm. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna just pull up this demo account and share my Trade Locker. Okay,
Yeah.
so once price pulled into, and this is just an account that I use for another group. Once price pulls into your zone, so we were looking at the daily. We every day we go, like even for this day right here, price closed below the previous day. So I'm expecting price to pull and continue. That's a sign for me that price is going to keep selling, right? So back on this day, um, where
Sorry, can you say that one more time? Did you say you looked at the close of or the low of a day, and if the next day it closes below that low, then you think it's going to continue to sell?
so um this candle, today's candle right here, this red candle
That's
closed
today.
below
Oh, okay.
the previous candle. So once price closed below, it's a bearish order block. So
Yeah.
you should be looking for a continuation of a sell. Now, if it had just swept the low and pulled back in within this zone, then
Yeah.
I would have had to just watch it. But because price closed below,
Oh, okay.
um,
I also don't understand that. What's close below? Close where?
candle
How
closed,
do I see that?
this candle closed below this low,
Aha, okay, okay. So if it wouldn't close,
then I would be questioning a sell. I would have
okay,
questioned the sell. Although price, okay, so first price swept this high, right? This is the,
yeah,
and if you trade like Todd, Todd says if daily has a sweep, it's going to sell. Now, I disagree with that I agree and agree with that. I'm 50-50 with that. If it sweeps and then shows me a market structure shift on the 4 or 1 hour, then I'm all in for a sell. But if I don't see that market structure shift, I don't agree with the sell. So, price, we went down to the 1 hour. We saw that there was a shift in structure. There was this um price came here, finally broke structure here. So it pulled back, broke structure up here. It shifted structure. It shifted structure here. So soon as you see the shift in structure, you mark up your supply zone and just set your limit. And that's as difficult as it should get. If it did not shift structure, so if price came up here and pulled back to this zone and did not close below this line, this low, then price could have continued
gone up.
buying, correct. But because price closed below after the daily sweep, then me, would look, well, that's why I called the sell because of this market structure shift. That's the only reason why I called this sell. So now that we have the shift, you can go up in time frame to see, okay, where's the shift going? So I'm gonna start at the daily. From the daily, I see that we have a daily order block right here. We already know this is a daily bullish order block. It's got imbalance here, so it is a great demand zone. So I'm expecting price to sell back into this order block and at some point give you a shift in structure on the lower time on the 4 hour or the 1 hour, right? So once it pushes down in here, if it pushes back down to um, this zone, shift structure, then you're looking for the pullback to continue buying up to this high. If it pulls back to I think it was the 15 on the 15 minute, hold on. If it pulls back to this 15 minute, why is that thing still in my, okay. If it pulls back to this 15-minute zone or this 15-minute zone, I'm gonna go back to my hour. So if price pulls back to one of these and then shift structure, then you look for the pullback to continue buying up. If price comes in here, comes to this zone and closes below this low, which was the bullish order block on the daily, then the buy is currently not saying it's not going to buy because it will buy back up. But what I'm saying is if it closes below this zone, then we're looking for more sales. If it does not close below this zone and respects the zone, shift structure within the zone without closing below here, then we're going to continue buying. So let's go back up to the daily. So you have your break of structure here, you have your swing low here, and then you have your swing high here. And actually, I think your break of structure is a little higher. No, that's right. That's right. So price pushed up, pushed down, and then pushed up. So that is your structure. Price pushed up. This was the pullback, and then price pushed up. So this is your current structure.
Yeah.
So if price breaks the low of this structure, then we will look for more sales down to at least this low, right? So if price breaks this low, swing low here, then
Yeah.
if it comes here, we'll look for the pullback and we'll sell it down to this low. And it might even go a little further, right? It might go into this imbalance here, or it might go into this imbalance here. This is a daily demand zone. So it might even come down to there. If we look at the higher time frame, the bigger structure, this was our break of structure. This was our swing high.
Swing low.
I mean, swing low, thank you. And this was our swing high, right?
Yeah.
So then price could be pulling back down to our 78.88 before we get even, like I said, an even bigger move. And I'm just going to put it here for now. So we went from possibly 2,200 pips to 12,000 pips.
Hmm.
Now, and let me go back to TradingView real quick because I don't want you all to forget that TradingView.
Now, I wanted to ask, how would you enter trade now?
Huh?
How would you enter trade?
How would I enter a trade
Yeah.
for a sell?
Yeah.
I would wait for price to, I would want price to pull back to one of these zones, either here or here before selling. I wouldn't enter right now, but where it is right now. I would not enter.
Yeah, yeah, obviously.
because this may come here and then it may start pushing back up as you watch structure. You just watch. You don't know how far it's going to go. You don't know if it's going to go up here. You don't know if it's going to go here. If it's going to go here and then it shifts structure, then you're looking to sell from there.
So you will enter then there. You
One,
would look for the shift of structure and
yeah,
then enter.
yes, yep. That
Kim, again, I don't know if you said this, but what are what time frame are we watching? Is it just the hour or the 4 hour for that
so,
shift?
so the shift is you can do the 1 hour or the 4 hour.
Okay.
Um, I am slowly shifting to the 4 hour. One, just so I'm not looking at the charts every hour.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm looking at the
Great.
four, huh?
But what was the 15 minutes again? The 15 minutes chart?
So the 4 hour is the shift in structure.
Yeah. And then
I
15
go
minutes?
to the 15-minute to look for my entry. I'm looking for a supply zone, and then I'm going down to my 15-minute to narrow down that zone. So it might zone might come up here, it might come up here, it might even come up there. So I'm narrowing down my zone on the to the 15-minute. I might even, if it's a bearish order block, if I get a shift in structure and there's a 1 hour order block with the imbalance, then I'm just going to mark up the 1 hour. Like I don't need to go down to the 15-minute.
Yeah.
But if not, you go to 15 minutes.
If I don't see it on the 1 hour, then I'm going to the 15-minute.
And you look for the order block with the imbalance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I would be looking for. So for
How,
you, oh, go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
How did you do that already? Like you were putting their stop loss and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, sorry. I was supposed to show you that, right?
Thank you.
So, um, let me just delete all this. So, we go to the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. All right. So, when we had this shift in structure
Yeah.
and we were looking for price to we were looking for price, and I'm just going to use this I'm just going to use this one right here. Okay. So you hit your plus
Yeah.
pending, and then you come over here and
Yeah.
push that up. So it was a pending sell, right?
Yeah.
Wanted to sell from here.
Yeah.
Stop loss. You can just drag it up to this high,
Mhm.
and then your take profit, you can drag it to um, and I'm just gonna put it right there for now. So you can drag it to that low. If you're willing to, hold on just a second. If you're willing to, if you're willing to, um, lose $2.66,
Yeah.
then you can leave your lot size here. If you're willing to lose a little more, then you just keep going and going up, going up, going up, going up, and you're just looking at your stop loss to see what you're willing to lose. Okay. Don't even worry about the profit.
Well, it's gonna show there how many dollars are you losing. So this is
Yeah.
loss of $13 now.
Yes, at a 0.05. If I go to a 1.0, it's a loss of $26. If I want to go to a 2, loss of $53. 3, 4, 5. Now, this is not going to work because, this is more than what's in my account, right?
Yeah.
Um, so depending on what your balance is, you have to identify what you're willing to lose if the trade does not go in your direction. So if let's just put 0.5. Okay, so if price hits your stop loss, it's going to be $13. But if it hits your take profit, it's going to be $49.
$49. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now it. Now you are in a trade.
Then you have to hit sell limit. You have to hit sell
Sell.
limit once and
Okay.
I'll just hit it. So once you hit sell limit, it says pending order submitted right here.
Mm-hmm.
And your stop loss is over here, your pending order is here, and your TP is here.
Take profit, yeah. Okay. And once you actually enter the trade, can you cancel this or is that not possible? If you are suddenly like, oh wow, I made a mistake.
You mean cancel this here?
Yeah,
Yep, you just hit the X and it's
and you can. Okay.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
So
in that case, nothing will happen.
no, nope. So now, and I'll do it on this account just to even.
Well, if you just cancel the trade, like,
I did. It was a pending trade.
it was a pending trade. So
What
when
went
it
back there?
becomes the real one?
Once price pulls back to that where you said for price to come back to,
Ah, for the pending. Okay, okay. So it's automatically changes and becomes a real then. Okay.
soon as price pulls back to that zone. So once we had this shift in structure here,
Yeah.
once we had this shift in structure here, you could set your limit here, and then once price pulled back, it will get
Yeah.
you in, and then
The trade
it
selling.
starts to sell. Okay.
Okay.
So now, based on the daily, have a daily order block, right? So I'm gonna go down to my 1 hour. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and down to the 15 minute because I don't see anything. So, so I have a 15-minute here, and then I have a 15-minute zone here. Mm, okay. So I am going to set a pending. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do?
And tell me again, you see those zones according to the order blocks and imbalances.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And if I wanted confluence to see if there was any confluence, I do my fib and it's in my 78-88 zone. So I'm 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 all good. It's all good. So, uh-oh.
Hmm.
So, oh, shoot. So I'm gonna go in and set me a limit. So I'm gonna see if I want to set a limit here. I'm gonna set a pending buy with a stop loss. I don't know why that's all the way up there. Here. My take profit, I want to go up here. So,
Mhm.
and matter of fact, I'm going to move my pending right here. And I am going to take my stop loss. That's 18 pips. I'm going to do 20 pips. So if my stop loss is hit, I'm going to lose $10 out of this $100.
Yeah.
If my stop loss is not hit, and it goes to my TP, I am going to gain $89 added to my $100 balance.
Hmm.
So I'm going to set this. Um, Let me see if I can do a point one. I can't remember what leverage I use for this. Okay, I'm going to use a point one if it lets me. I can't remember which leverage I use for this account. We'll see if it.
You always put stop loss $20 or
I
it's up
I
to you,
just
but
I generally always use a 20 pip stop loss.
yeah, or 20 people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let me go back again because I think I'm using the one with the 200 um, leverage. So I'm gonna go pending.
Mm-hmm.
I go here, a pending buy. My stop loss, I'm gonna be 20 pips. Take profit is going back up here. And now I have to, I'm just gonna use a 0.05 and hit
Okay.
buy. And it says pending order submitted. So when and or if price taps into this zone and
Mm-hmm.
not take my stop loss, take me out with my stop loss, right? Then it's going to take me out in profit once it hits here. So this is already set. This is set for me.
Uh, okay. Should I just take a picture of the screen, or can you go back to your pending order? You put that last one in
You,
fast.
you,
Oh, you were gonna keep this one.
I'm, yeah, I'm keeping this one.
Oh, okay.
So the entry is here, 34095,
What
1.
is that? I was about to say, what's the brown right under that? What does that
That's
stand
it should be red, but that's the stop loss. Stop loss right here. Little dotted lines right there. 1.33895 and take profit.
for?
Is
Okay. Where's entry? Is that the green? No.
mhm, right
Okay.
here.
That's where the pending is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep, that's the entry for pending.
Mm, okay.
We'll see if it works or not.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, if I wanted to, because I think price is going up here, but I'm gonna just take it I'm gonna take price at my high. And if you want to change, so right now it's not at my high, right? So I'm just gonna tap TP. I'm gonna move it up to the high. So now I'll get $92 and hit confirm instead of 89. Now, I think price is going up to here.
Hmm.
Remember, because price for me did not shift structure till right here. So my range is from up here to down here and not from here to here. So I think price is going to come here and buy up here. So if I said, okay, I can hold it, then I would take my TP up there. But that's not what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to discard that. But I'm just going to take my profit right here. I'm going to build my equity. We're going to build my account at $92. I would have almost flipped this account.
Yeah.
If I wanted to flip it, maybe I'll put it at a 6. Let me confirm that. Okay. But then I would lose either $12 or gain $111.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna leave it there because I want to flip my $100.
Okay. And how much time can this take to actually,
That you never know.
for the, you never know, for the trade to be completed? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. And just the last question, I'm a bit confused with those brokers and then this one, like where you actually put the trades in.
What do you
How
mean?
is this collected?
What do you mean?
You know, like when you have those brokers, like, I don't know, 8 Cup and so on,
Okay.
how do you take trades there
You have to use the platform that the broker.
that they offer? But it's always gonna be or this one, Trade Locker or Trading View.
It may be, no, they some of them have their own trading platform.
Uh-huh, some of them have their own. Okay, okay, cool, cool, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, good one.
Yep. So you have to you have to use whatever platform they, provide to you.
Okay.
Kim, can you have a day where you or a meeting where you discuss some of the rules that you've acquired over time to help with like the psychology and boundaries and
What do you mean?
I'm just whether it be I'll usually have a 20 pip stop loss, or maybe you only take a certain amount of trades a week, like I don't know.
Um,
Various things that you kind of
it,
acquired over time. Yeah.
yeah, they're very simple. Like I generally use a 20 pip stop loss. Like that's and it has to be, like I don't normally cover right at the low. Like as you can see this little dotted line right here, it's a little past the low. Um, but I only use a 20 pip stop loss. I only put in one trade. I don't you see this one entry? I'm only gonna put in this one entry. I'm not gonna put in two, three, four entries
And you mean per pair, not necessarily period. Or yeah, how do you do that?
Prepare or
per
how?
it will be per pair, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But with $100 account, like I'm not gonna go even to another pair or asset to try to put in another account because then you're gonna start over leveraging your account.
Uh, so you
So
basically start small and then once you grow, you can then do more.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really only put in one trade.
Okay.
Even once my account gets bigger, I just up my lot size
Yeah, 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 and put one
and just
trade.
put in one trade.
Right.
That is definitely helped with my psychology, especially if you're in the wrong trade. You want to see three trades in the red? No. One trade is already bad enough, but three?
are you saying more so what am I trying to say? Because you can have a pending trade and not necessarily know when you'll be tapped in. So you're saying once you actually have an active trade, that's
So,
when you just try to manage that one.
I really only trade DJ.
Unless you're feeling, frisky, then you'd be other places I see.
Well, I'm trading G with you all because it is a very friendly, beginner friendly pair.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I was just thinking of when you do like US 30 or the other
I
stuff.
US 30, I only do if it is pulled back to a 78%. I
Hmm.
don't even, so for US 30, if US 30 for me does not pull back to here, this is a zone here, or here, I'm not trading it. And only because of the structure. This push up, oops, this push, oh shoot. You have this push up, this pull back, this push up. So I'm looking for price to pull back to here to possibly continue buying. Price has to pull back. I'm not going to counter trend it. I'm only going to trade the trend on US 30. US 30 is bullish. That's all I'm going to trade on US 30.
Mm.
And it really is um the way that I trade on any pair, but because I'm a patient trader, okay? So I'm okay with not being in a trade every day. I'm okay with not being in a trade every week because what I do know is once I get in a trade, it's going to be a trade that would last me for the month. Like I can be in a trade that can last me for the month. Matter of fact, once this pulls back,
How? For a whole month?
because if this is a higher time frame trade,
Yeah.
once price pulls back to my optimal trade and entry, if it pulls back to my optimal trade and entry, right? Then
So
I
this will take the whole month to get
it could
up
take,
there.
it could take the whole it doesn't have to take the whole month, but it can just be the one trade I need for the month.
Uh-huh.
Whether it plays out in 2 weeks,
Uh-huh.
I don't need to trade anymore for the month
Because you took what you wanted.
because I'm not I don't do the greed. So
Mm-hmm.
this would be my, and then we're talking 13,000 pips. Even
Mm.
at a dollar, it's $13,000.
Are you serious?
That's $13,000 at $1 a pip at a 0.10. That's $13,000. See, I can wait, and this is my thing, and because she asked about my psychology. See, I can wait for price to come down here. I don't have to be in the trade. I can wait for price to come down here. Now, I'm in trades because I'm trading with you all, and I know that you all want to see a trade, right? But I don't necessarily have to be in this trade right here. I would rather wait for it to come back to the zone, give me the optimal trading entry, take it up here for for 13,000 pips. I always, and I mean always, use a standard line.
So you're telling me literally with the $100 account, you can make 13,000.
If I have the $500 leverage, yes.
Can you guys on Sunday speak more about those leverages and all of this stuff?
Um, I would have to get Todd to explain that when he comes back. Um, but it just gives you more room to trade.
Okay.
Like
Because
remember,
this is with me, like I just think like there must be more knowledge that I'm just missing.
I don't
Yes.
think so. I don't think so.
No.
I think because people make trading so complicated, that might be why you're thinking that there's more knowledge that you need, but I don't think so. Um,
Mhm.
the leverage is pretty much just giving you more buying power or more trading power. Um, so for instance, my unregulated broker, the max leverage I can use is 50, 1 to 50.
Yeah.
So it's only going to let me use, just like when I tried to trade a dollar, and I
Yeah.
think this demo account is a 1 to 200. But it's only going to let you use so much um of your account and how much the broker is willing to allow you to use, right? But
Mm.
um but yeah, Todd can explain the leverage a whole lot better.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I do, I do, believe this is coming back here to sell down. And that I will get in trade, but I want to see price come up here, shift structure, right? And then I will get in the sell. See, for the counter trend trade, I have to see the structure shift. I have to see it. If I
Yeah.
don't see it, I'm not trading it.
Mm.
But for the trend trade, I'm going to set that limit and I'm going to bed every time.
Okay, what is the difference between these two again?
What do you mean? Which
The the
counter trend?
trend trading and counter. Yeah.
Because price is bullish. Price is bullish, right?
Yeah.
Your swing highs,
Yeah.
swing lows, swing highs, swing
Yeah.
lows, swing high, swing low, swing high. Price is
Yeah.
bullish. So you want to get in at an optimal trade and entry to keep buying.
Okay.
So I want to get in here to start buying back up again. I want it to pull back, create a higher low, and buy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So that's basically the trend trading.
correct.
Okay. It's just that words I'm trying to.
And this pullback
Yeah.
is just that, a pullback. The only reason, and it's the counter trend trade,
Now,
because
what's the counter trend?
it means it's
It
selling.
goes against the trend.
It's correct.
Selling. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Now,
Makes sense.
now, the reason I don't like counter trend, right, is because once you put your fib, once you put your fib, price can pull back into the 50%, 618.
The golden zone.
So price might pull back to this 50% and stick and keep buying.
Okay.
I don't generally care to buy from the go from the 50% 618. I want to that, and that's just my strategy. That's what I put in my trading strategy.
Hmm.
Todd trades from the 50% 618. Todd would enter a trade from here and he will be okay with it drawing down because he has the funds in his account to let it draw down.
Yeah.
I don't want to see too much drawdown.
Hmm.
I'm giving you 24 hours to get up out of there.
Hmm.
Okay. So that is another thing, psychology thing that I set for myself.
Okay.
My thing is, if it doesn't come back to the 78 or 88 to pick me up, then I'm okay with missing that trade.
Okay.
I will catch the next trade.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I don't like the counter trend trade because you never know how far it's going to pull back.
Okay.
Now I have ideas because I work from the supply and demand zones, right? So it could pull back to here, which is the 50% right here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. It could pull back to the 50% and then start buying back up.
Hmm.
It could tap the 78 and pull back, I mean the 618 and pull back into this demand zone and then start buying back up. It's all fair game because it's in our POI, but I want price to pull back to the 78. This is 78 or 88, right? So if I set, where did I set my limit? Where did I set it? What happened? Hmm? Wait a minute. Okay, something happened. Let me delete this because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So if I set my limit here at the 78 and say I set, it's not going to let me do this, but pending buy, stop loss is going to be below the low, swing low, and take profit is going to be above at this high. So I already know that either I'm going to lose through $3,900 or I'm going to gain $13,000.
Mm, okay. What is this is pending. And if you click market, what's that?
Market means I want to hit buy right now,
Right
wherever.
now. Okay. 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 Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now I can't set that because I only have $100 in this account, but I will be setting that in my personal account, my live account.
Shame we cannot see that one.
I showed it to y'all. It's actually on my hold on. So by oh this year. So I'm in drawdown right now on my, but you can see I have this set up on TradingView, right?
Yeah.
Because um but because the only reason I can't put it in right now is because, and this is another thing with um this is another thing with
The regulated brokers.
yeah.
Okay.
No, meaning you can't even set up the pending one, you're saying?
No, I can't set up the pending one on my regulated broker.
You can't.
No. So right now I'm 700 because I was looking for a sell, right? From here,
Yeah.
but it bought up. So I am in drawdown right now, $700. So once price comes down, comes to this zone, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get stopped. I'm gonna get out in profit of $365. Once I get out in profit, then I can put my entry in for the buy
Yeah.
because it doesn't regulated brokers does not allow you to have a buy and a sell in at the same time.
Yeah.
So, and this is my um I have currently have $13,000 in this account right here.
Okay.
This is my live account.
Okay.
Do you
So,
keep your money in a regulated broker versus unregulated?
huh?
Do you try to keep the bulk of your money in a regulated broker versus unregulated?
I make more money on my unregulated broker.
But do you like let the money sit there for a long time, even though it's unregulated?
So this one, I no, I'll pull some money out. I'll put it in my. This is what I do. I put it in my broker account,
And you're
and I
regulated.
in my on my regulated broker account, KOT,
Yeah.
and I'll just let it sit there. If for any reason I blow my other account, then I just push it back over into the account. So it's almost just my, you know, just in case I blow an account.
Wait, KOT Forex is an unregulated broker. You said you move money there?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
able to make more money in KOT.
Okay. Okay.
Oof. So wait, I'm a bit confused now. So with regulated brokers, you cannot put all of that pending and
With regulated brokers, I can't put a buy and a sell in. I cannot put a, right now I have a sell in and I'm in drawdown, $750.
yeah,
So I have to wait for that trade to play out
and
before
then you can.
I put in my buy
Uh-huh.
up to here. Now I can go look and see.
But unregulated broker, you can do that? You can put both?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
See, those are things I have no clue about.
So for if I hit buy, well, it's not going to let me do it, and I'll show you in just a second. Um, but if I set a limit at this zone right here, I put these little two little lines right here. Remember the 15-minute, there was a demand zone there and then a 15-minute demand zone there. So um if I take mine to take profit, I will gain $2,565. And if I hit my stop loss, I'll lose $516. And so if I hit buy, it's going to tell me
Fine.
stop loss or, oh, shoot, it did do it. No, okay, it'll let me place it. But this trade right here has to be done, or when it hits this right here, it won't activate.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it won't activate unless this trade is closed. This one is in drawdown.
Okay.
So I will probably get out before it taps down, tap. As a matter of fact, I'll just draw it up right here. Um,
How are you in drawdown in that sell trade? I thought it was going in your favor from what I see. Or are you talking about something else?
no, this is something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was expecting the sale to happen. Um, I was expecting the sale. I was looking at this as a shift in structure. So I was expecting the sell to come back here and sell, but I didn't have a stop loss. I didn't have a stop loss up here.
Okay.
So now I was expecting the sell to come here because I thought this was our shift in structure. And when it got there, it didn't, it got here, it sold down right here and then kept buying up.
I see.
So now that it's pulling back, I will get out in, I'm going to get out, let's say with $222. So now it'll get me out here. And because I'm out this trade at $226, confirm, then it will get me in this trade by limit if it's going to buy, right? Up to this high.
Hmm.
So or it's going to take me out with $500.
Okay.
So
Very interesting.
I want you all to even play with your demo. Like, I want you all to, if you have to set up a separate demo than what we trade in this group, set up a demo. I want you, I'm gonna turn this off so it won't be so busy. Um, oh, I want you all to, at least on your daily, or even your 4 hour. You can do daily. I just want you to start identifying your structure. And I say do the daily, but I want you to identify your structure. You know what? And you don't even have to open up a oh, you may not be able to. I'm not sure. Do y'all have the paid trading view or not?
Yeah, okay.
Not paid
Okay.
trading view.
Because you see here, you see paper trading, it's
Yeah.
simulator by trading view.
What's that?
Paper trading, it's as if it's a demo account
Attached.
Oh,
attached to trading view.
oh,
The only reason I didn't tell y'all to get this is because I think it gives you $100,000. 99,997.
Yeah,
oh.
too much.
So, and then the
I
only
wouldn't mind.
other reason I don't say use this is because so this is what I don't like about the regulated brokers. You have to put this in units. I don't know if y'all remember me saying that I didn't understand the units until well, first I put in 1,000. I'm like, okay, that's got to be a standard lot. Well, I think that was $1. It might not even been $1. I don't even think it was $1.
Hmm.
So then I went up to 10,000 units. So then I think
Yeah.
that was $1. And then
Mm.
100,000 units was a standard. So
Mm.
so it took me a minute to figure out the units and what I mean by that is by so you have to change the units right here, the quantity. So this is 200,000 units, which is I think is a standard lot. So you just have to play with it. But I'm telling you to all play with paper trading and use the demo account that we use for KOT or whatever broker you have for us to trade during the week. So just play with it, play with it, play with it, play with it. Let me cancel this. So, and I'm going to cancel this. Why is it not letting me cancel it? Okay, there we go. So, so I say put you a position here on paper trading, sell limit. This is our supply zone, right? I'm doing it on the daily, but I don't care that it's on the daily because I'm just paper trading, right? Otherwise, I would narrow it down time frame. I would go down in time frame to narrow the zone down. But I'm paper trading, so I don't care. Um, and I'm gonna put 200,000. See, it done went from 98 to 99 to 98. I don't know how that happened, but I ain't even worried. It's not a real account.
Yeah, it said at the bottom, an alert came up saying that you had executed a trade. I didn't know if it was
Oh, I
this,
did? Oh man.
right,
Okay.
but I don't know if it was for something else or what, but maybe accidentally entered.
Oh, I probably did. I probably did. So you can set it here.
Hmm.
You can take your TP to here, right? You can play with your um you can play with your quantities so you can see what you would gain and what you would lose, right? You can set your stop loss. Um, you can set your stop loss a little above. Set it to what you would think you were willing to lose if you had a $98,000 account. If you want more and you're willing to lose more, then you just go click on here. Oh, click on here and change 4, 5, 6. So whatever you're willing to lose. Now, the reason why I don't like this because I don't like this whole 98,000. Like I don't even have 98,000 in my account. Okay. So, but for the sake of learning the strategy, the skill,
Hmm.
um, just put 200,000 and then hit sell and see what happens. This is the paper trade.
Paper trading. Okay.
Mhm. Yep. And if you want to narrow down the zone, you can narrow down the zone. Okay. Confirm the narrow down and so forth and so on. So that is, huh?
And say you just want us to pick what we think are, I don't know, high probability zones,
Yeah, pick a pair. Just pick anything, right?
and then just see how it plays out.
Yep. Do a top-down analysis. We know what we got to do.
Yeah.
Go to the higher time frame so you can see the bigger picture, right?
Yeah. Start at the week, go down to the day to mark it up, and then
Mm-hmm. And I went to the weekly just because I couldn't see it on the daily. So see, it
yeah,
wouldn't show me the whole thing on the daily. So I went to the weekly. So, and this is bullish, and then it shifts the structure here. So, and then we have this internal structure here. Like we had price go here to here to here to here. And right now, price hasn't broken this low. Price didn't break this high up here, but price has not broken that low. So now within that, you have here. I'm just go here, 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 here. Um, this is going all the way down here. Price did not break structure till right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, price broke structure there. So this would be my high point. So now, and I'm just going to mark up my high. So because price broke structure, you're looking for it to pull back into either this zone here, there's a little imbalance there with the order block. So you can set your paper trade to sell, change it to 2,200. Okay. Take profit to this low and do your stop loss. Now, you have to cover the high, right? You have to cover the high. Um, but your
Why
trade,
do I have to cover the high?
you have to cover the swing high. That's why you mark up your swing highs and swing lows.
But with a stop loss. Always.
Yes.
I have to cover. Okay.
So if you're buying, you have to cover the swing low. If you're
Yeah.
selling, you have to cover the swing
The
high.
sweet high.
Mm-hmm. So I say just set it right above this high and then hit sell. See what happens. Just see what happens.
Okay. And you
And
can do that on many pairs anyway.
you can do that on any of these pairs.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
Okay. I'm
I mean,
gonna play with this straight after my exam.
Yes.
Okay.
Now again, Kim, if this was, your live account, you would not necessarily set up a trade at the week. You would narrow it down.
Yes. Correct.
Uh,
I would narrow it down to at least the one at, at at least the 1 hour, maybe likely the 15 minute. If I didn't see what I needed to see on the 1 hour, which was what were you, AUDU?
you're
If I didn't see what I needed to see on the see
Yeah.
see there's so many in here, right?
yeah.
You have this zone here, you have this right here, you have
How do you just see this so quickly?
it's I've been trading for 4 years.
When did you become profitable, by the way? Like what year? And I know it's
Yeah.
just different for everyone, but just curious.
Um, Last year, the latter part of last year.
Wow. Congratulations.
Oh, wow. And before that?
We done had this discussion, Jana. I already told you how much I
Yeah,
lost.
you did. Yeah, you lost a lot.
So, so
What made you keep going? Like just
I,
curiosity.
I'm gonna give God all the credit for that one. That
Amen.
is
What I keep hearing is that even though the losses can be large,
the
if you
profits
that
will
yeah,
outweigh your
lose that
losses.
quickly, you can gain that quickly as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you guys have definitely scarred me enough. So I'm always triple checking to make sure I have my stop loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, set that stop loss. Okay. Now with this one, I'm gonna tell you, be honest with you. Based on this weekly, like normally I wouldn't have my stop loss this high
Yeah.
because it's so high. I mean, but if I have $98,000 in it, I don't mind losing $6,000, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if it's just gonna come here and start selling, then once it starts to giving shift and structure, then I'm gonna move this to entry. So, um, so yeah, I wouldn't, not saying I wouldn't care about the $6,000, but if I had $98,000, then I'm gonna risk more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now another question, because I'm still trying to put all this together.
Yes.
Um, because I know you're doing kind of the lazy way right now because you usually you're like zooming in to the very last piece of structure. So I know that was a very last piece of higher time frame structure
Mhm.
identified. Well, I guess actually that's lower time frame. This last leg we're looking at.
So the last leg, this is really the last leg. Like even if I went to, I
So
mean,
you're not going. Sorry.
because price didn't break this low until right here, right?
Yeah.
That means everything from here up to here is fair game for a pullback to then continue selling.
A pull back to the 78 of that black zone you just had.
A pullback to one of the one of the discount or premium zones. So here's the 50%. So once this pulls back to, if this pulls back to the 78, which is right here,
Right? Then we know it's going to continue to sell.
and I see, or wait a minute, I forgot the 88 in there. So up anywhere between the 50%, 61, 618, 78, 88. And then I see a shift in structure, then I will continue looking for a sell. Now, I set a limit based off of what I think is going to happen. But
And you
um
buy it once you see it playing out.
hmm,
You may set a limit when you kind of predict what's going to happen, but you modify it once you see it starting to play out. Is that how that works?
yes, I would modify it or once price or set an alert and then monitor structure on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and then set my alerts based off of that structure for a price to either close above or below on the 4 hour. And then once that happens, then I will look for if it hadn't tapped me in yet, then I would look for um the sell to the downside.
Okay. Next time, can we also like you just again have us do what you were having us do before, mark up the charts and have us, set our limit and then or not necessarily input it, but set the long or the short tool.
Y'all can do that at any point in the group. You know that, right? You
So
know,
what I'm saying is do it, while you're there to like
oh,
uh,
while on the call?
yeah. Just so,
Oh,
so
okay.
you challenge us on whether we're doing it right and we can
Okay.
talk through what we're thinking. Yeah. Cause I mean a lot of times I'll feel so smart and then I'll get off this call and I'll be like, what in the world?
That's exactly what it is, you know. You kind of understand when it's kind of being shown to you, and then once you have to do it yourself, it's just like, I don't know
Absolutely.
what I'm doing.
Matter of fact, each one of these daily calls, somebody can get on and mark
Yeah.
up.
No, because especially because you're trying to get rid of us, we can't be having that. We
I'm
have
not
to,
trying to get rid of y'all.
I need that to be September 30th, okay? After we've
Ah!
all done
Yes,
like,
please, please, please give me a chance
Get
to be
all the
done
way to
with this
September.
exam.
She done took it all the way to August 1st. I mean,
no, the last day of September. It's still
October.
September. It's fair game.
Took it all the way to October 1st.
Uh, no,
So
that
yeah,
would be on me. I'm very hands on, and that's why I ask so many questions. And it is becoming more clear, and I'm taking notes. But then I have to practice. But the thing is, if I'm practicing, sometimes I'll like stop myself from doing too much because I'm like I feel like I'm doing it the wrong way.
paper
And
trade. I'm telling you, do the paper trading. And please do not feel like you can't ask questions. I'm here to answer all questions.
Okay.
I know you're
Oh.
just not with me when the call's over. No, so it'll help if we do it live because I don't want to practice the wrong thing, and so sometimes I'll second guess myself. But
Okay, so who's gonna be on Wednesday?
I
Wednesday, what time?
What time is our call? 6 o'clock?
yeah, six
So
o'clock.
this is again 11 something here.
For time?
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know. It's 1 a.m. now.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
gonna
still studying.
Oh my gosh. If
I
you
know I'm gonna be up until 3 probably behind the books. I'm behind my daily what I wanted to achieve. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see for Wednesday because Thursday is my exam. But definitely if you do Thursday, then I'm available Friday. I mean anything from Thursday onwards afternoon.
okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
So we'll look for you to mark up your charts on Thursday,
Thursday.
Thursday or Friday.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna run,
All
continue
right.
studying. But thank you so much. It was really, really good.
You're
So yeah,
welcome. You're welcome. I recorded
awesome.
it, so I'll drop it in the chat.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay.
Bye everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
all right, thank you. Good night.
Any other questions?
Right. Thank you, Monique.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome, Wisdom. I know it's late for Wisdom too.
yeah. But I enjoyed the class.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah. And I want to say, Marcia said you haven't. She's been worried and she has been trying to reach out to you, but she said she hasn't gotten any response.
I have been getting so many DMs that I can't even keep up at this point. So
Okay.
I'll have to I'll have to look. Um,
Okay. No problem.
okay.
Yeah. Take care, madam.
All righty.
Bye.
Y'all have a
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
too.
Good
Thank
night.
All
Yeah.
righty. Bye bye.